in terms of this sort of the version of the film and the adaptation or the idea of it, were Mattel cool with that from the beginning? Or did you have any kind of pushback with how kind of radical you were trying to make, or
Yeah.
what
They
was the?
I mean, Mattel were amazing to let us do this,
Mhm.
and, I mean, they're a character in the film,
Yes.
which I don't think they were expecting at all, but they had no idea until the script was done, so Greta and Noah's process is to go away and not let anyone see the script
Okay. Even you?
until they're totally finished. No, even
Wow.
me. We would kinda, like, because it was COVID, so they were writing it during COVID, we would
Yeah.
do, talk over Zoom and check in and be like, "How you guys going?" And it was so fun because you could watch Greta and Noah, like, they're like, "Oh, we're working on this idea." So they'd tell us, like, "Working on this idea,"
Yeah.
and then they kinda like when you talk to a comedian, you can tell sometimes they're, like, testing bits on you?
Yeah.
They kinda, like, test bits with each other, and we would
Right.
just sit and Tom and I would just sit and, like, watch them and be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," 'cause Ken's probably Ken would probably be like, and, say something, and then she'd jump in and be like, "Yeah, it's kinda like," and then before you know it, they're kinda writing a scene, but verbally and in front of you, and it's a fascinating process. And they write chronologically, so they don't map
Oh,
something
cool.
out and then write it, which a lot of writers obviously do, but they write themselves into corners and write themselves out of
Yeah,
corners.
like we used to do as kids, just like write
Yeah,
a story and then
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and, like, let it unfold, and I think because of that, the story has a quality of, you not getting too far ahead of it, like, because they didn't know where it was gonna end
Yeah.
up really. So it was fascinating to kind of watch their process, and I think the movie is so, you know, amazing and original because of that process. Uh, but then, yeah, came the day where the script was in our inbox, and Tom and I sat down on the couch to read it. And, like, even on page one, I was just like, oh, wow, okay. It's going to be hard to
Yeah.
convince them to let us to do this, but I'm loving it. I mean, it started with a Kubrick reference, like completely redoing 2001: A Space Odyssey, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't know if this is what Mattel had in mind. And then by the end of the script, I was just like, wow, they're never going to let us make this. It's such a shame that this brilliant piece of writing will never see the light of day because they're never going to let us make this. Um, and they did, thank God, and a massive credit to them. But it was a lot of conversations about getting them comfortable
Uh-huh.
with being very, very, very uncomfortable.